Mr. Brown, Mr. Brown. Experiments. I ask that as you log on, can you please share the live? Let me know if you can hear. Put my phone up to not disturb.
I guess you wonder where I've been. I searched to find the love within.
Share the live, share the live, share the live.
I came back to let you know. Got a thing for you, and I can't let go.
Let me know if you can hear.
My friends wonder what is wrong with me. Well, I'm in the days from your love, you see. I came back to let you know. Got a thing for you, and I can't let go. People go around the world for love, but they may never find what they dream of.
Karamatic, I'm gonna bring you in. And
you tried every
minute. Just trying to fix this. But before I bring you up, Karamatic, I just want to say to everyone, thank you, thank you, thank you for your votes. I made it to the second round. It ends tomorrow night at 7 p.m. voting for the second round. The next 15 or top 15 will move on to the next round. Today is 2 for 1. So if you go in and vote, you'll get 2 votes for your 1 free vote. Thank you so much. Keep voting. I have an opportunity to win $25,000 that can go towards a food truck, opportunity to be in a magazine, and also cook with a celebrity chef, Carla Hall. So that is exciting. I moved up to 3rd place in the second round. So keep voting. Thank you so much. Yes, I am also going to be playing.
You moved up to 3rd place?
Yes, I moved up to 3rd place.
Oh, hold on. I got a question. Why is this thing blocking my face? What is that? I don't know. That's that's the shit you do when you didn't pay your bill or you trying to sneak a screenshot. They put that shit up like, fool, you thought you get a free screenshot? Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm at the studio with my brother.
Okay.
We celebrate another victory. We just opened up a painting company.
Congratulations. We could definitely get into that. So I'm going to
Yeah.
play one of your songs that you sent me, and
Okay.
then we're going to briefly talk about it, then we're going to get into the conversation, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So this one One is called Don't Lie to Me.
Exclusive stuff.
If you're gonna lie to me, I don't care as long as you're gonna keep it a secret for the rest of your life. If I don't find out, knowing you'll never slip, forever make the mistake of believing that I'm alright. If hearing you lie to me, making a mistake of ever believing that
Music is
you
different. Everything's different.
worthy to be trusted. Why even lie to me? If you say you keep it real with me, if you say you're trustworthy, if you want me to trust you to the point of protecting you and your feelings. Cause when you can't be trusted, everyone around seems untrusted. Cause you can't even trust what accusing people and being delusional. And you have the nerve to sit there and scratch your head and wonder why life is the way it is. Why these things keep happening to you ever since. Is it that hard to understand that you are the creator of your own reality? Is it that hard to understand? Have you even thought to make a plan of how you want your reality to open up to me? Please don't lie to me. Please don't lie to me. Baby, just open up to me so I can open up to you. Tell me what's on your mind. I wanna share my mind with you. I'm not here to judge you, baby. Just want you to keep it real with me, baby. Because time is the essence, baby. Because time is the essence, baby. Time is the essence, baby. Time is the essence, baby.
Not playing no games with them.
There.
I told y'all when I came out of jail, out of prison after 14 years and a half, I was not gonna play no games with it. All we do is hits.
Okay. I see we got do the introduction first, and then we go get to conversation because you eager, and we want you to talk. We want to know
Yeah,
who you
yeah.
are. Okay.
Oh,
So
I got
I'm going to start by introducing myself,
okay.
and then I want you to introduce yourself like no other. Okay.
Be going on forever.
I am Tanika Beloved, the author of the inspirational cookbook Cooking with Love, Lost the Battle, Won the War,
Get that book.
available at all.coms and also on Amazon
Get
Kindle.
it.
In this book, there are 48 mouth-watering recipes from around the world. But along with that, the stories about my life, lessons that I've learned, challenges that I faced and overcame, and takeaways at the end of each chapter. The reason why I do these conversations is because my book was really based on getting families together and having conversations. We don't do that anymore. I remember on Sundays we used to get together as the family and cook and have dinner, and we don't do those things anymore. We don't conversate anymore. We're so glued to our phones. So that's one of the reasons. Two is because I know this book is going to change your life, save a life, motivate, and inspire. My life has been challenging, but I sit here today to talk to you and to have you see me on my platform living my best life because I choose to, and with the grace of God. And I'm also a life coach. I coach in life management, relationships, achievement, and self love. My calendar is open. I have selected days where you can get a 30-minute free consultation, and then we can see if we're a good fit for coaching.
Mm.
Now, without further ado, please introduce yourself.
You expect me to follow that after what you just said?
Yes,
All that?
and it's all about you.
Okay. Oh, I'm loving that. I love the book. See, look, you already got me on the right path with a smoothie. Now I just came off a fast too, so I done lost 50 pounds in a couple months. Vegan life. Now I'm about to convert back to the next stage of the diet. But you're right about the healthy eating and living. You got to keep that temple correct. First Corinthians 3:17 said, "Know that ye are the temple of God, is temple of God's holy, which temple ye are." You got to take care of it so your blessing can come. And then you start eating right, living right, as well as affiliate your mind to assimilate with other people's right. The blessings of the kingdom is open, and you receive many rewards. Oh, but let me tell you who I am. I'm sorry, I started running
Thank
my
you.
mouth.
I'm waiting.
All right. My name is Jamel Stevens, or 21, the owner of Karamatic Kingdom, which is a empire that was built for a multiplicity of people. People that's trying to prosper, that's to see the same goal, which is to make it. My theory is all gas and no brakes. Because when I go, I go. There's no stopping. I mean, it constantly goes. Even when I sleep, I'm going. And I'm the author of 4 books. This on Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, Target, Walmart, all those stores that sell books. Um, I'm also the publisher of a book called Cooking with Time that's just published for a nonprofit company, Transforming Lives. It's on Amazon as well. I'm also the publisher of a new book called Love that was just published. Well, it's just published recently. Got 72 hours before it goes through the system. But you're gonna see the Love by Sky Whitney, and that's gonna be my second person that I publish, other than the 4 that I have. And I don't want to spoil it. Not say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing just yet. I ain't gonna say nothing about the communications book that's coming out. I just did. Anyway, I ain't gonna tell you the special person that's gonna be up there and all the celebrities that's gonna be in it. But you gotta get a book. You gotta get a book. But definitely get her book. It put you on that spiritual journey. See, there I go, going off the track again. But oh yeah. Also, what was that? What I said?
You was
Oh yeah, the author.
introducing yourself
Oh
like
yeah, that's
no
right.
other.
I told you it takes a long time sometimes. It's that real. Let me see. What else I do? Oh yeah, I do business development. So any companies that want to start a business, I can show them the formats and the words to put together in their proposals, whatever. I write proposals. I do business plans. I do nonprofits, articles of corporations. Huh? Oh yeah, I teach it as well. Um, I go inside businesses. And there's always a problem somewhere. A
Okay.
business can always be fixed. So I go inside businesses and I tell them, y'all need my help. I don't ask them do they want my help. I tell them they need my help. I say you need my help. I said what I can do is I can put you all in corporate culture dealing with the clothing. That's another thing I do. I'm about to move on to next. But I tell them that I can fix your whole attire. I can do business for you. I can write business plan. I can seek expanding markets for you. I do marketing for you. I'm good at marketing. Upon coming out of prison in 4 months, no, 3.5 months, I had 2.8K followers. People want to see my journey. They want to see what I'm doing. They want to see the things that I'm teaching.
Absolutely.
I'm
So
trying to do the
today
same job
here,
that Jesus would teach. Huh?
I was going to say, so today here, we're going to hear a little bit more about your journey.
Oh, that journey's
We're
crazy.
going to hear about your journey, and then we're going to celebrate your successes, okay?
Oh wow, okay. Sounds wonderful to me.
All right. So We already know that you have a kingdom, but before
Mhm.
you had a kingdom,
I
you was
had
part
a
of
dungeon.
a you was part of a system.
Yes, I was.
So first, let's start off with where were you born?
Born Harlem World, Harlem native, East Side.
Okay,
Can't you
East Side,
tell?
Mr. East
We get
Side.
it going. We don't stop. We know how to get that money.
Now, did you have siblings that grew up with you?
No, I grew up by myself. My grandmother's always there for me. My grandma Earlene Stevens, she held it down. Even when I'm in jail, when all the other fake ones abandoned me and left me in there, but it's always grandma. Ain't no love like a mama's love. Believe me, because when you're back against the wall, that's the only one you can turn to. And when you come out, the fake ones is gonna come. So expect that. But anyway,
Absolutely, that is true.
hmm
So you didn't have, so you said you just grew up with your grandmother and you didn't have any other siblings. So who were the people that were around you besides your grandmother? What kind of environment was you in?
dope fiends, drugs, crack addicts, stick up kids, regular East Harlem stuff. Soup
Okay.
kitchens. I'm talking about the heat that don't work in the projects. You got to turn the stove on and put pots of water on the stove and let it boil so the house can heat
Mhm.
up, and then use that same boiling water to wash your ass. That's the product
Oh,
of my environment.
wow. Um, and coming from those conditions, it definitely doesn't pave the way for your success
Hmm.
as you would
Yes.
see it. So, what kind of things did you get into in your environment?
Well, I never hung around the neighborhood like that. I was always
Hmm.
on a different plane than the average street corner kid. You know, I grew up selling weed. With older general, I was the youngest one selling weed, making a lot of money
Hmm.
too. And that really didn't cut it. So I started doing stick ups,
How old
sticking
were
up
you?
every store I could see and find. Because things would get bad. I said, I go extreme in everything I do. That's why I have to be careful. If I do something positive, I'm going extreme with the positivity. But if I decide to turn negative, I turn to the evilest villain there is. I turn to
How
Negan from
old
The
were
Walking
you?
Dead. So I try to stay focused on the right track because that's my journey to enlighten people and show them the way.
How
I
old
never half step when
were
I do
you?
anything. Excuse me?
How old were you?
16? No, no, no. I was
16.
17. Damn. That was many. Damn, how old was I? I don't know. I think it was 30 years ago.
Okay, so you were
Yeah.
17.
Hmm.
And so you were in the street and you were
Hmm.
selling weed now. And then you led to sticking up stores and things like
Everything.
that. So, of course, that doesn't make it a safe way for you to navigate through those streets.
Hmm.
So,
I mean, it wasn't a safe way, but you gotta understand, a termite, just because he's eating the wood, and a termite don't know is destroying his home when he's eating to live. Because he's eating that same wood that he's using to live. And he don't know it because he hasn't been taught with the proper education to go elsewhere or do it in another constructive manner.
mhm, I
So
definitely, I feel,
yeah, but if you got a kid, that's why you know he's eating his home. He's tearing his very home apart. But he don't know that he think he's living good, but yet he's ripping the holes inside the walls. He's a termite that's infesting and eating away and destroying his own home.
so
A lot of
you,
us don't know that we're a product of that.
okay, so in other words, at that time, you would consider yourself like a termite.
Exactly.
And so
Exactly.
termites cause a lot of destruction. And then with destruction, it only leads you really two ways unless you absolutely get out, and that's either death or in jail. So
Mm.
you're here, obviously. So
Yep.
I guess,
And I went through a death. A lot of times we have to go through a death so we can resurrect ourselves into another potential person that we wish to be. At times we gotta learn about the social roles of our past. We develop and come across certain things, people, and circumstances, thus acquiring social roles to develop us into who we are to be today. Sometimes we have to
okay,
go
so you
through
said,
the hellfire.
so you had to endure death as well. So what was it? The death of what?
The death of the old me, thus assimilating into a new type of culture and a breed.
So, would you say that the old you wouldn't have been able to handle being behind bars, so you had to create something different?
No, no, it was the old me. It wasn't being behind bars. It's sort of like when you get more into self. At times, it's just like with Jesus got more into himself when he went into into the mountains fasting.
Okay,
That,
maybe we having two different conversations because I'm talking to you in
yeah,
regards to your
yes,
incarceration.
exactly. You
So
gotta
when you said
understand.
that you had to endure a death, I just want to make sure that I have clarity and
Right,
I'm not thinking something different. Okay.
right. No,
So,
it isn't doing death, but you guys saying it's still a spiritual journey because you're isolated, getting away from everything. You're within yourself. If people would spend more time within themselves, they'll see the certain values that open up. They'll see their potentials in which they're able to do. They'll see certain doors unlocked and a lot of energy that they're able to expunge out in positive directions. Jail was
how
a
would
help
you
to me. Hmm?
how would you say that being in jail in that 15 years impacted your long-term and short-term goals?
It made it happen. It made everything that I'm because I stayed to myself. I was miserable. I was upset. I didn't want to speak to nobody. I
Hmm.
felt betrayed. I felt like everybody left me for dead. I couldn't contact nobody.
Hmm.
So when you're like that, you're at the bottom. Is there a couple ways that you can go for that point? You're killing yourself, which is suicide, or or you just using that energy and instead of letting it kill yourself or kill someone, you letting it turn to a certain formula. That formula is what kept the energy and the fire going inside me. Knowing that people abandoned me and left me, and the only one was grandma. I said, okay. So all that I went studying. I started studying law. I started studying business. I started recalibrating over stuff that I studied before.
Hmm.
And I said, the day I step out them doors, I'm gonna be like a raging bull, nonstop.
Well,
I one day I asked one of my cousins for money. I didn't need no money. I'm in jail. I'm hustling. Ain't nothing gonna stop me from getting money. I'm not gonna lie, and I'll say it up here. But anyway, I said, can you send me $10? Really didn't need it. He said, it's hard out here. That right there stuck with me. It's hard out here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna write my next book called "It's Hard Out Here." Anyway, I said it's hard out here. So that right there was the ice on the cake. I said, I'm gonna show you how hard it is, and that was only the beginning.
okay. So that lit the fire under you,
Yes, it
and that's
did.
where you develop like your entrepreneurial skills. You said that you went to law school. What did you go to any type of programs that help build up your behavior skills?
Oh yes. Um, you had a couple people that crossed the path on my way to a spiritual journey, like the Transforming Lives. They actually
Hmm.
came. It was a writing group, and they assigned me a mentor. Which is Salome Rahim. She came and they was to open up our minds towards writing and excelling and doing good while we in there and assimilating back out into normal society. So, by the way, Transforming Lives, that was the first book that I published by anybody when I came out of prison. And they got a book called Cooking with Time, under my publishing.
Hmm.
Um, so I met them, they impacted me. Even to this day, I still deal with them, because they was there. Um, it's my brother that came. This is my brother. Hey, what's up? How y'all doing? All right.
Hello.
Yeah. And we build mountains. Right here. We build empires, and that's what we do. We build our empires, and any empire we see, we tell them we can rise up to its fullest potential. And anything that I say that I'm gonna do, I set my mark out, and it's done. I was in theaters since I've been home. I've been in plays. I'm on my second movie. Uh, I'm in school. We just opened
You're doing
a
a
print
lot.
company. I got a clothing company. I do custom made clothing. And I do statues, 3D statues now with the 3D printing business. And we got a flyer business as well. I told myself there's nothing, we're going to be unstoppable. Ain't nothing that we can't do. Any business we see or opportunity, we open it. People say, why you keep jumping from one career to the next? Why you open so many? Why don't you take care of the one you got? I tell them, look, one who only knows one book knows none. Don't worry about what I'm doing. I need to open up the kingdom. I need to open the doors for jobs for these people.
And
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 for business. Say again?
I was about to say, I definitely understand your passion, but I can
Mm-hmm.
also understand the advice that someone else gave you in regards to um, spreading yourself so thin that you're not able to really make one thing pop. You know, sometimes it takes that one thing to pop to be able to for the other things to
Yeah.
flourish. So I don't want you to feel like you're behind and you need to catch up. So you need to do all of these things because you need to catch up. I want you to be on a pace where you can be able to be successful and nothing goes awry and you have control over everything. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I know I always have control over everything. Because let me tell you something. In the beginning, there was the word. Once there was the word, things just manifested like that. All I did, once the business is created, I did my part. I opened potential jobs for people to come into. That's my duty. So that they'll never be in a situation like me to not depend on nothing with no jobs or nothing, or have to depend on the scraps of the ghetto.
Mhm.
Anybody can come to me right now, the Karamatic Kingdom, anybody out there, and contact me. I'll give you a job selling clothes, making custom made clothes. I can make you have your own design, your own clothing line. And that's just what I did. I stopped selling so people have jobs. Right now, anybody can come to Karamatic Kingdom and be held for 4 different job positions. I'm just a key opener. I open the key, all right, it's done. That's my work done. I go to the next, I open it up, it's done. We got flyer positions, we got paint, we need painters. I need people to sell clothing.
Mhm.
We got our own clothing line. We have 3,000 avatars. They're called Kingdom Babies. We can turn you into a cartoon, statues.
You said you could turn
Don't, hold on. Don't start because you know what happened to the last guy.
what?
I want to do a statue of you. You know I would.
Oh,
Oh, hold on. Speaking of which, look, I spoke to you last time. When we was up here, and I said I promise next time I see you, I will have a gift for you.
yes.
Okay. Hey, Stacks.
Stacks is on.
No, but he's gonna see
No.
this. Stacks, remember you was talking trash? Hey, Mrs. Director. That's the shirt that I said I was gonna make. Remember at the end of the last show.
Yeah. That's pretty
Yeah,
creative.
yeah. I can turn you into a cartoon. I can turn you into anything. Put on a shirt. I can turn you into a statue of that creation.
Well, you definitely have a lot of talents, and I want you to be able to utilize all of your talents and put them in the right place where they can be most useful. You know,
Oh, we need
um,
artists too. I need artists badly to record. And we plan to send them to my aunt B Montgomery, who has her own record label and owns Mothership Connections, and we lit. I'm trying to get somebody, produce them, put them out there as soon as possible. We ain't playing no games with it. I told you, a raging bull. Y'all created a monster. Thank you. Oh my
what I
god.
want to do this time is just acknowledge some people that logged on, okay? Because
Okay.
sometimes we don't get to do that.
Yes.
So, hey, Red, I know you said that you have some people that logged on for you. Definitely, can you identify them?
Um.
Sounds of
Let me see.
Harlem. I just want to thank everyone personally for tuning in. Pretty P Fashion, Hits Lady. Sometimes it's hard to see depending on the background because it's in white. Amasa, um, Mr. Brown, everyone that logged in so far, thank you. If you have any questions, anything, there's a question box as well as you can put it in the comments. So, um, during the time you're spinning, it seems like my guess is spinning. You probably need to come back. So, in the meantime, while he is doing whatever it is he is doing. He had mentioned something about fasting. He's just coming off a fast. I am currently on a 72-hour fast, water fast. I started at 9 p.m. yesterday, and it will end Friday at 9 p.m. This will be my third one for the month of April. I can tell you that I definitely feel lighter. Um, I haven't experienced as many shock pains as I normally do. I have definitely benefited from the weight loss. I eat better because, or not better, more healthier because my stomach is shrank. So I get enjoyment out of eating fruits and vegetables. When I do come off of the 72-hour water fast, I still do intermittent fasting where I don't eat for like 16 hours. So I just wanted to update you on that. I know I haven't been good at, well, we have to get him out of here some kind of way. I'm sorry. Because it is just spinning and he is not here. Can anybody tell me how to kick someone out? The whole live is spinning. Can you guys hear me? I can't even see a comment or anything. Just let me know that I am still visible, and then we'll see what happened with Karamatic. Can anyone tell me if like you can hear
There we
me?
go. There we go.
Okay, so was it me?
I don't know. Was it you? No, it wasn't me.
No,
You know what I mean? I'm pressing the wrong button. I'm like, was it you?
it's definitely you. So we left off in regards to the experiences you had that shaped you
Mhm.
for business,
Right.
right? So you have this great business mind being incarcerated for 15 years and you haven't even been out a whole year. Let's just make sure we note that because that is
Right.
important. You
Yes.
know,
Yeah.
I I I definitely have a lot of conversations with individuals who have been incarcerated and for a period of time, and the experiences with them in reentry has been different. So I want to say that I am proud of you
Thank
because
you.
again, you didn't come out with the woe is me attitude. You took off running and boots to the ground, and you making things happen, and you showing people that it can be done, and just being a positive person to society. I know how coming out can have that stigma against you, and then it feels like everything and everyone is against you, and it's hard to get ahead. So I'm just proud that you didn't let any of those things stop you and no one tell you what you can't do.
It's hard out here kept me alive. I'll tell you that's gonna be the next one. It's hard on me after the next one. No, but can you imagine what it's like being in a time capsule where you go in somewhere, you come out, the world has moved on.
Yeah.
There's no payphones. Somebody said, somebody said you use the kiosk on the corner. So I'm looking for the big kiosk, like where the JPay kiosk. So I'm looking for that. I'm walking around like I was on 112th Street. I walked over 125th. I'm like, where the damn kiosk at? I don't see a kiosk. Yo, he said, well, he said, back there. I turned around, I started walking back there. I said, they playing with me. He's the man that said the kiosk is back here. I must be in the wrong. I don't know. But it's no payphones. All right. And
Okay.
I believe we graduated, we started dealing with the Metro cards.
Mm-hmm.
There's the tokens, the brown tokens. And by the way, I still want my Boost Motorola Flip. Anyway, I'm using an iPhone 16, and I'm like, I don't know how to work it. So all this is new to me. Look, technology is new to me. They got
So
computers that talk back to you.
what was the most
I'm
challenging thing besides the phone? What was the most challenging thing that you had to go through since you've been home?
nothing because I love it. I love it. I love the experience. I love every bit of it. You know, it's just been exciting. That's all. Nothing's never challenging to me. It's just exciting. Sometimes funny, sometimes pitiful. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to conquer it. Every single thing. There's no defeat bones in my body. I'm very cocky with it because anything I set out to do, it happens. You know, I got good people beside me. You know, I got the coming home program.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we meet at Central Synagogue, and we come together. It's about meeting people and having networks. When you got a strong network and good people behind you, there's nothing that can go wrong. When I came out, all I had was a clothes on my back and
Right.
a thought of old society of how it was.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta remember, COVID happened. Half the people I know died.
Right.
No, no, I wasn't talking to, but a lot a lot of things is different now. I'm coming to a time where nobody was working. I never in my life would imagine that the United States would be where nobody was working. I'm like, what? I'm in jail looking at it on TV like this gotta be a movie. I can't believe 42nd Street was empty for once. So
Mm-hmm.
all these things is going through my mind, and I'm coming out with nothing but the clothes on my back,
Mm-hmm.
nothing at all, not a penny, and I'm lost in society. Lucky my brother Seven, he said, "Come on, I got you. You still got that drive?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Let's make it happen." It's been going ever since. That fire has been lit. If you look at my early
Besides,
Facebook videos, you see me with the beard. I said, "Look, y'all, I was right in here." I said, "I'm just getting out of jail. I'm about to make this happen. I want y'all to watch this." Day one. Day two, I got in here, started rapping. I don't rap though, but just to do it. Anyway, I'm up till well, like was it 4 in the morning, like 5 in the morning, working in my little space in the office. He's in here working, doing beats, music, all that. We just going hard. We go to sleep. Oh yeah, his daughter in here working too. Everybody's working hard, and she's a young one. She's like, gotta get up for school next morning, but get up and go to school. That's called discipline. You know what I'm saying? But that shows the determination and drive that we have. It's all gas and no brakes. We have no time to
besides
play with this.
your brother, what other resources have you entertained for reentry? You said you came out with nothing. So what other resources have you sourced out for yourself that you can give advice to someone else that's watching?
You gotta do any and all. I'm gonna tell you, when I say all gas no brakes, it's real. I still don't know how to use what's that the map quest or Google Map. I still don't know how to do that. But yet, you know what I'm saying? You have to try to now if it's hard for me, yet I'm still doing it. It should be easy for you. I came out in a world I didn't know nothing about. The resources that are there for you from from any and every perspective. Let me tell you, my first book I published myself in prison. Mind you, I have no resources. I wasted. I ain't to waste. I put 50 stamps every week. That was my determined mindset to send it out and market this book from in jail with these 50 stamps a week. I did that, but the main goal wasn't there was the 50 stamps I was spending or getting the book. It was a network of friends that came with it, came behind it. So you got to remember, whenever you're out resourcing or sourcing, you're gonna have resources in your sourcing, and these are the people that you come across. Don't just go in there with some nonchalant, go in there with attitudes, focus on one person, which is the this point and get to point A. No, it's resources in every single anything you see, every house you pass, every store that you pass is resources. The thing is, you gotta know how to use these resources. You gotta know how to fit them into your social equilibrium and how you plan to build. I told you, I go in any store and I tell them what they need. It's about resourcing.
You definitely. Um, You're the aggressor.
Oh yeah, I
And
tell you,
not in a negative way, because sometimes we have to be like that, especially in this world and in this industry that we're in.
I'm a straight shark. I'm going in hard, and I'm taking what I want. And I'm bringing it back for my family. There's nothing going to get in the way of that ever again. You know what I'm saying? The ones that's here for me. So when I go out there, you know what I'm saying? I go out there not playing no games. I go out there to the businesses. I'm like, look, you need this, boom, boom, let's go. Same thing with the music. I go in there, we make quality music. We ain't come to play with this because we on our last leg. Which one are we trying to do what we have to do? You know what I'm
So
saying?
you, since you've been home, what significant changes that you've done that has made you a better person, a better version of yourself?
It gotta be the friends that I encounter. I see my good friend Coach just signed in. He did
Hmm.
the big pun mule. Yeah, and it's meeting friends like that and networking. Maybe you meet friends, but it's the type of friends that you meet. You just can't deal with just anybody. Bad company spoil good morals.
Absolutely. It's always about sometimes, when we get put back, or not say we, because I have never been incarcerated, but you or anyone who has get put back into the same community of where they left, then it also kind of is put them at a disadvantage, because it's the same people, the same places, and the same things that can ultimately wind up having you doing the same things that you were doing before. So sometimes it's about changing your environment. If not changing your environment, changing the people that you deal with in your environment, because not everybody in your environment is all bad, and not everybody is doing bad. So you always cling and stick to the most positive people that's going to guide you and support you along your journey. Most of the time, it's not the people that we know that really support us anyway. It's always the people that we don't know that support us the most.
Yes, 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 indeed.
So, what were you going to
Yeah.
say?
I said, it's the support when you're networking with good. I mean, you can have ain't the bad people that you stay away from.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's not even the good people that you hang around. It's about the people that is going to support you and help you build for your own common cause. When you're dealing with people like me, when I deal with people, I don't have friends. I don't deal with nobody. I mean, if you're not dealing with me with the same social mental equilibrium, there's no reason for us to exist at all. Because I told you I'm on a determined goal, which is to get out there so Karamatic Kingdom and everybody that's affiliated with us can make it by. I'm doing what I can for my family. So we're trying to get out there and by any means and teach. And if a person's not adding on for you, they're destroying. You're either doing one or two things in life. You're either building or destroying. And you're constantly doing one of them things right now. You know, whether you sit here watching this I don't like that sweater he got on. You know, destroying. You're constantly doing something. Or, oh, I like that. You're doing one or the other. Those are just two factors of life and two common differences of the spectrum.
Hmm.
Now, it ain't about the bad people that you stay away from. It ain't about the good people that you hang around. It's about the ones that's going to help you build that empire. Those are the only ones that I'm around that's going to help me build, or I can help build them. If you're hanging around somebody, it's either one or two things. They're teaching you or you're teaching them. And you have to
Right.
remember that. It's a constant thing. As I deal with people, I'm like, look, how do I fit into this person's life? So I ask them, would you like to write a book with me? Would you like to publish? Okay, that's our niche. Let's build that way. These are the people that I choose to build with. Not just a person like, yeah. I'm like, how you want to build? What empire would you like to do? Would you like to be to help you with some of your business? No, I just want to smoke a blunt. Oh, I gotta go.
Yeah, most
I'm not
people,
with that.
that and that's what happens. The most of the people that we are around and we spend our lives with are not trying to go where we're going. So they don't even understand what we have to go through. And all we're doing is really wasting time. Not to say that they're not important to us,
Mhm.
but it's not getting us to where we need to
Exactly.
be. And so
Exactly.
that time that we spent, we can't get back, and it has set us back. So we
Yes.
have to be mindful about those challenges when trying to achieve goals and be successful, the people that are around. I like to have accountability partners or suggest accountability
That's
partners
right.
because those people are going to help you on your journey just like you're going to
Right.
help them on their
Right.
journey.
Exactly. Exactly. Those are the people you're supposed to be around. That's the only way to build. I mean, you're around somebody want to drink beer or alcohol all day long. What are you doing?
Right.
Stay away. That's danger. What are you doing? You're supposed to be out there networking and sourcing, and finding like-minded people. That's different. Just because I like a person, okay, I like you. You live in my building, but I ain't got to be around you because it's not conducive to my growth and development. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm cool with everybody. I got love for them. The same love I have for anybody. But if I find like-minded people, you know what I'm saying, that I'm dealing with, I'm building with, those are people I have real love for. Because we're building
Mhm.
empires together. Not just empire, but mental empires. Especially if it's for positive reasons. I'm building Karamatic Kingdom to give people jobs. You know what I'm saying? And I write books to teach, to inspire. Our films, the director Stacks, all his movies have meaning in it.
And look, you call his name and he just pops in.
He just popped up. Yeah,
That is so
but
funny.
yeah, he was waiting on standby. He was down here with an alias under a different account. I know you didn't sign out and sign back in. Yeah, I see you. Live video. Yeah, it's live video. Stacks. You know what else is live?
So, how do you, if any, handle setbacks that may occur?
Huh?
How do you,
That's for you, Stacks.
how do you handle setbacks that may occur, if any? Because we
Okay.
all
Oh,
we all want things to go a certain way, and they don't. How do you handle the things that don't go your
I'm gonna tell
way?
y'all, Jewel, a real jewel. You have to trust me on this. You gotta have faith on it, and trust me. There's no such thing as setbacks. All it is a chance to commercial and marginalize yourself to make more money. They send me to jail. Okay, you go to jail, right? You ain't got no money. People won't send you no money, right? Guess what? You find formulas and ways. You know what I'm saying? It's just a challenge. It's something to do to find better ways. You know what I'm saying? To master yourself, but in a positive manner. You know what I'm saying? I started writing books, selling books. SCOs buying my books. I'm
Mhm.
sitting in jail making money from Barnes and Nobles of royalties. You know what I'm saying? No matter your situation, it's always a chance. Put it this way: you can live in hell, but yet have a heavenly state of mind. Your mind be furthest away from the hell.
We that's where we are right now. This is a sense of hell, and
Yeah.
you have to have a heavenly state of mind to
Oh yeah.
navigate through this peacefully. So
Yeah.
definitely. Now, what are some your what are some of your long term and short term goals going forward?
Well, we plan to film movies out of the books that we created,
Hmm.
and basically, we like accomplish every point. But the main thing is focus on these movies right now. And the movies is beautiful because our acting, it's not been acting, it's real life. We fit into our character, our own perspectives.
Hmm.
The movie director don't ever tell us we don't do lines. That's his formula. Because the real truth is coming out of us, who we are. There's no, oh, I'm trying to remember my line. Now you're thinking about the line. And then your whole acting is off. So, and most times we appear as ourselves in our movies, or who we are.
Absolutely.
It's always a formula to everything.
Now, what advice would you give someone who was trying to write a book? Because you wrote several
Yes.
books. But what is your book writing process? Because everybody's writing process is different.
Um, Come to me for ghostwriting. I charge cheap. Nah. No, I would say for writing, just write from the heart. Our music, like sometimes we don't do music, on a regular basis. But when we feel it in our soul, that's when we write. That's the key
Hmm.
formula. I guess that's why my movie director tell us, look, you acting like that, just act like no movie scripts. That's the key of life right there. So, that's how you manifest things.
Well, let's talk about that movie that you were in. It's a collection of
Contradiction.
contradictions
No, no,
by
no, no, no.
Seth.
A collection of
Right.
contradiction. No S.
A collection of contradictions.
Yes. Yes. And
Absolutely.
oh my God, I was fat in that movie, y'all. That's before I became vegan, lost a couple pounds. I'm still fat, but I was like 248.
Mhm.
I'm down to 198 now. Eating right. That movie, I was wow, I was a little bit of everything. I was a shooter.
Mhm.
I worked at a club, with my artist. But in the movie, she was my artist. She was my boss. Um, Basically, I can't even tell the movie. See, I don't want to start talking about it. 'Cause I start telling the whole movie. No, you just gotta see it. It's a good movie, a collection of contradiction.
Well, you can
But
give us a little bit of tidbit because it's gonna make somebody want to go watch it. You're not telling the whole movie by just a little bit. You can give us a teaser. I've
that's
seen
stupid.
it, so not everybody has
Stacks is
seen it.
crazy, man. He said you was a snake in that movie. I know, but you like that ending, don't you, Stacks? That was just for you. Yeah, it's a little war we got going on. Little movie set humor.
We started
Um,
off the live, and I played a song.
oh yeah. Oh
So
wow.
that song, I guess you thought I forgot about it. No, I
Yeah, I
didn't.
did.
So the name of the song was "Don't Lie to Me."
Hmm.
So you created that song for who?
Me and my brother created that. It was made straight from the soul. We never write until we feel it.
Hmm.
And it was made because you got all these lying women that you want to go through that go through things that lie on purpose, and you see you trying to get ahead in life.
Hmm.
You and it's the same vice versa. If you have a woman, you got a lying man that's trying to take away from and doing nothing. We just alerting them to the snakes of the world, whether they're female, male, whatever. It's people that lie. They're not part of your own social equilibrium. Somebody that you're gonna build with, and they want to just keep causing confusion every day. But why do you stay and deal with that? You know what I'm saying? You're
Right.
supposed to be building empires. You know, we building business. We just open a paint shop. It's real like that. We open in different positions. People like, why you keep skipping, skipping, skipping? Why? Man, come over here and get a job. Stop playing. Come on, why? And you sitting over there waiting for the next check to come. Nah, we open jobs for people like you can have a job, dummy. That's what we do. It's all about building our community. Who else is doing that? No, they build it and make the money themselves. We trying to open up jobs for the community. We trying to give anybody a job. They want a job. Karamatic Kingdom's here. I did my part for
Hmm.
the community, and I'm still doing it.
You still doing it, definitely. Now, did you write the words, the lyrics, and the music?
Me and my brother did a
You produced
combination of
the
both.
music? Hmm.
Me and my brother do a combination of both. But him, he's the wizard. The beats, you can go to John Menace on SoundCloud. You hear a lot of his beats. And it's
John
different.
Minister.
Yeah. Our music is different. Everything about us is different, even the lyrics. Like the lyrics just come from a part deep inside. A lot of our music has been 14 years just held back waiting. Just waiting for the perfect time.
Well, I'm
I'm
gonna
on
play another
I'm on
song.
point.
It's called All in All. Right?
Yes. My favorite right here. Karamatic Kingdom.
I'll go when it's time for my day to rest. It's nothing special though. I'm like everyone
Everyone else.
in the all. I was born out of the same compressed blackness. I am the light out of that
Darkness.
blackness. I will
I'm
go
so glad to have darkness.
when you finish this life. It's nothing special though. I'm like everyone else. The compressed blackness. I am the light out of that blackness. I'll go back to that blackness when I'm finished this life. It's nothing special though. I'm like everyone else. The all in all, 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 the all in all. The physical representation of blackness. The beginning and end, the alpha and omega, black consciousness, triple darkness, triple darkness, triple darkness, triple darkness, triple darkness, triple darkness.
That's what we do. I
Awake
told y'all.
from the compressed blackness of my mind, so compressed that it causes friction on itself, causing sparks we call a train. And back to this blackness I will go when it's time for my daily rest. It's nothing special though, I'm like everyone else. The all in all, the all within the all. I was born out of the same compressed blackness. I am the light out of that blackness. I will go back to the
Blackness.
finish this life. It's nothing special though, I'm like everyone else. The all in all, the all within the all. I was born out of the same compressed blackness. I am the light out of that blackness. I will go back to that blackness when I'm finished this life. It's nothing special though, I'm like everyone else. The all in all, 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 the all in all. Physical representation of life. The big
That's like harassing me for some reason.
Yeah, see, it's sort of like my new book, The Phoenix Ashes. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Where we came from, which is a death. Remember I told you death and resurrected right up from the flames. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And if you look, this is all just a teaching experience. I'm here just to teach people, and especially people in prison, that you can make anything happen upon coming out. It's been 8 months. Look what I'm doing. Movies, theater,
You're doing a lot.
books. This is what I'm saying. There's no such thing as, hey, it's hard out here. Did I show him it ain't that hard? Anybody can do it, despite the circuit. I don't know nothing about technology. It's been 14 and a half years. You can do it. Everybody getting out of prison, everybody that's out there that haven't been doing nothing for 14 years, you better catch up. You got things to do. Get up because a lot of change is coming. A lot of change is coming. You don't want to get caught up in this time morph, especially with gentrification coming for my people in Harlem. Telling you, you better get a move
Absolutely.
on. They on your ass.
Definitely gotta get a move on. So
You have
now
to.
you have um let's go down the list of what consists of Karamatic
Oh my
Kingdom,
god,
okay?
that's gonna take us out to the end of the damn. All right, now, what do we start? Um, Meaning what we offer?
Well, you're an author,
Oh yeah,
so you have books. You're an
four
actor,
books.
so
Yep,
you deal with
publisher.
film. You're a publishing company.
Mm-hmm.
You have clothing
Clothing company.
line. You
Yes,
have entertainment.
yes,
You have a studio.
yes. Uh,
Am I missing
painting
anything?
company.
Painting
Wall restores.
company just out, right? And then you have a book that's called Love that is hot on the press right now.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, by Sky Whitney.
By
He's the newest.
Sky Whitney.
Yes, he's the newest edition of Karamatic Kingdom. Oh my God, the words. I thought I was a writer. This book is crazy. He went over and beyond the metaphorical, the syntax language. I mean, his constituents in his writings is immaculate.
Mhm.
Get the book.
Super dope. So now where can everybody find you?
Find me.
Yes.
Um, you can go to Google, punch in. Dude, these grapes are good. This how you be eating when you come off that fast? Be tearing things out, right? Everything is sight. It be open season.
No,
You know, just open the
it
refrigerator.
isn't
Look,
that bad.
look. You got to put a chair right in the refrigerator, like.
Let me
Uh,
tell you something. Last week,
it be
when I got
on.
off of my fast
Uh-huh.
last week, 72 hours, I had baked the chicken and I made vegetables and everything. And after I ate the chicken and everything, I'm like, oh my God, I forgot to post. I'm
But
so
you
hungry.
what you say? I forgot the boat. You said forget that posting. I'm hungry. Oh,
Listen,
really? You had to grease all your fingers. Like, nah, I can't post right now.
it was baked chicken. I rotisserie the chicken. So I'm definitely, when I do go back, I don't eat like processed sugars and carbs, rice. I just eat like meat, vegetables,
Yeah,
and fruit.
you guys had a smoothie and I'm eating grapes. Tell you the truth, I
Okay.
don't want you. I want you to be busting stuff down.
So
Yeah, but
what kind of foods have you felt helped you out in your journey in losing weight and becoming and eating more
you said what
healthy?
kind of fools?
Yeah,
Oh,
food
I
items.
wish that FOOL. I see a lot
No.
of those. Now, well, watermelon. No, no, but really, what have I? Oh, I've been eating my favorite. What is it? Avocado,
Hmm.
cheese, tomato, and lettuce. A
That sounds
sandwich. Oh my God,
delicious.
that is so good. I'm on one now.
Avocado is high in antioxidants. It helps speed up your
Yeah,
metabolism. It's a brain food.
yeah. Oh my God, that's the best sandwich. And yo, y'all don't be stealing my sandwiches either. Come on, yo, this is what I invented. Okay. Um,
So you're inventing the avocado, cheese, tomato. What type of bread?
you gotta get that roll, that regular roll. It gotta be the regular roll. I mean, normally I get the a regular sandwich for me consists of 13 12 grain.
Okay.
You know,
So
peppermint,
y'all hear that,
yeah.
right? Get you
Hmm.
some avocado, some cheese, some
Hmm.
tomatoes, and what, 13
Yep.
grains?
A little bit of mayonnaise.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. You gotta you don't put no salt, please. You're messing up. That's it, just like that. That'd be the best sandwich you ever ate. You better put
Okay.
that in your next book, cookbook.
Well, maybe I'm asking because I'm probably going to steal it.
Oh, you set me up. Hey, have me repeat it slow. That was
No,
good.
what I do, what I do in my book is I also give the people that I've gotten recipes from credit. So if I stole
Hold
your
on, hold on.
recipe, I'll let you know
You
that
gonna
I
steal the
stole
credit? The pilgrims did too.
it. Wait, I'm drinking. I hope my grandson is watching so he could ask me why I'm drinking from his cup.
Oh, you do steal. Okay, it's a fact.
Yeah, I steal it, and then I
That's
tell you that I stole. I'm like, I'm
even
stealing this
worse.
from
Brag
you.
about it.
Yes.
Dang.
But it was definitely great having this conversation. I want to have you back on in the next couple of months because I want to see what you've been doing. I'm going to be watching you, and we definitely going to connect in some kind of way because we'll probably come up with something great together.
Definitely, definitely. I know we will. I know.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
But thank
Um.
you so much for your time. Thank you, everyone who took the time to pay attention
Yes.
to Karamatic Kingdom, aka Jamel Stevens.
I'm gonna get you stacks.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
gonna have you kick yourself off, and then I'm gonna kick
Hold on.
myself after I do my closing.
Is that how you kick somebody out of your house politely? I'd rather have you take yourself out the door. Excuse me. All right. I've been kicked
Yes,
out of bad places.
you got to go. You have to go.
All right. Peace and blessings, y'all. Thank you
Thank
for giving me the
you.
time. And yo, come to Karamatic Kingdom if you want a job, whatever. We got the jobs. Peace. Now, how
Peace.
do I get out of here? Like, what do I gotta press?
It's
See,
the X.
I need my boost Motorola flip. Give me my
It's the
boost Motorola.
X.
Don't
Not you flipping the wrong thing. You supposed to. It's the X at the top. So I think he's trying to get off. Anyway, thank you again for tuning in to this week's conversation. And look out next week because I have a super dope guest. If you want to come on and have a conversation with me and celebrate your successes and talk about your challenges and lessons learned so that someone else can learn as well. It's about planting seeds. What good is knowledge if we're not sharing? Thank you, Lisa, for tuning in. If you always and anytime have any questions, you can always feel free to connect with me either via website, tanikabeloved.com. There's a connect with me feature, and you can also DM me or message me, and I'll reply. And those of you who have my number, you do know how to use it. So I appreciate you all. Tune in next week. Remember, I love you because I live to love you too. Don't stop voting. I'm in third place. Don't stop voting and thank you. Good night.